In medicine, we call it a pathology, when a condition is chronic and abnormal. But when it evolves into something life-threatening, we call it a malignancy. That distinction matters, especially when we talk about Greece today. Just days before the 51st anniversary of our post-dictatorship democracy, Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis chose to give a televised interview, but not to just any journalist, to Ms. Sia Kosioni, a high-profile presenter and wife of his nephew. And what did he say? That his foreign policy is excellent, that he is unfairly criticized, and, most importantly, that any failures are actually the fault of his predecessors. Meanwhile, government-controlled media parrots accuse critics of sabotage. A sitting prime minister, interviewed by family, blaming the past, while his media machine accuses dissenters of treason. That's not just disturbing, that's authoritarian behavior in democratic clothing. Let's talk facts. Yes, any new prime minister inherits the dysfunction of those before him. But Mitsotakis has ruled for 6 years. That's one of the longest uninterrupted stretches of any Greek leader. You don't get to blame the past when you've had all the time to fix it. And things haven't just remained bad, they've gotten worse. Take the agriculture subsidy agency OPAKEPA. It was always questionable. But now, they've been caught issuing subsidies for imaginary shepherds, imaginary sheep, even imaginary land. This isn't fraud, it's high-level fabrication. Or look at foreign policy. The Turkish threats used to be verbal, casus belli in the Aegean. But now we face military posturing, violations of Greek waters, and the Libya-Turkey maritime pact that literally erases Greek sovereignty from official maps. And Greece's response? Weak, non-existent. That's not old pathology. That's metastatic incompetence. Under Mitsotakis, Greece has managed to sour relations with nearly every neighboring country. Albania, North Macedonia, Libya, even longtime ally Egypt now act against us without fear. At the same time, Turkey is being rewarded with European arms packages and geopolitical prestige thanks to Greek silence. The government calls it calm waters. We call it surrender. And let's talk energy. Greece once had cheap power. Now, we pay the highest energy prices in Europe, even though global prices have dropped. How? Because of reckless policies, rushed green transitions, and a ludicrous energy stock market. Again, not inherited, not imposed from abroad. Made in Greece, made by Mitsotakis. A prime minister interviewed by his niece-in-law. A media system fully controlled. Political dissent equated with treason. That's not democracy. That's pathology turned malignant. And now, anti-Semitic thugs, tolerated by the government for years, attack Israeli cruise passengers in Syros. Israel, a key ally, is warning its citizens against visiting Greece. The government blames the leftist anarchists, but they are the ones who allowed them to fester. In a twisted way, the government's parrots are right. Mitsotakis is being sabotaged, from within, by his own ministers, his own appointees, his own policies. And in the end, all this toxicity is not a symptom of Greek dysfunction. It's the malignant result of leadership failure. From trains that crash to borders that vanish, Greece today is ruled not by crisis, but by those who turned crisis into cancer. If you think democracy in Greece deserves better, subscribe, comment, and share this video. This channel speaks truth, without sponsors, without censorship. New exposés every week. Let's stop the rot. Together.